Alright, so why are statistical significance tests useful? So they do provide a formalized framework for comparing and evaluating data. And they do enable us to evaluate whether perceived effects in our dataset reflect differences across the whole population. They do not make a bad result look good. Significance tests are useful because they provide a formalized framework for comparing and evaluating data. Different tests have different assumptions and rules that they incorporate, and using a particular test ensures that everyone is on the same page insofar as what we're assuming about our data. Significance tests also enable us to evaluate whether perceived effects in our dataset reflect differences across the whole population. As was the case with our company, where 10 out of 10 people polled preferred the color blue, sometimes an effect that we see in a small sample does not reflect what might be true across the entire population. A statistical significance test lets us formally determine whether or not this might be the case. Unfortunately, a bad result is not going to look any better or worse as a result of using a statistical significance test. If our data is bad or there's really no difference between our two samples, we're not going to be able to undo that with a test. It is possible, though, that different tests might give us different results. The really important thing, and we'll go into this a bit more, is that you need to use the right test in the right situations. Why don't we talk a little bit about how we might actually run a statistical significance test?